particular computer. So welcome everybody. This is a topic that I wanted to do for a very long time. There's something different which the world's top percent does, which we are not doing. The 99% of the world is different. They are poor. They are not having all the resources. And there is the top 1% which rules the roost, who are in the top 1% and they're doing something different. Can we learn something from it? The best part about this entire deal is there are certain habits which are common in terms of the world's top 1%. If we can copy that, if we can just incorporate that into our lives, we can also become somebody like them. That's the best part about it. And this is a learnable skill. This is a skill you can know. This is a skill you can learn. Best part about this entire thing is that. So I was looking at statistically the Indian figure, and we have approximately 190 billionaires only. Out of a population of 140 crore people, we have got 190 billionaires only, and we have got only 7 lakh millionaires. And that's a very, very sad part because it is less than 0.5%. At a world level, the top 1% own the top 90% of the wealth, but at India level, it's just 0.5% who own maximum amount of wealth in India. So what are these people doing? What are these great individuals doing? So what is their habits which differentiates them? Let us just find out. So I've collected some 15 particular habits which they do on a regular basis. So let us just move into these habits one by one. The first thing first is to find out your passion. There's a concept of ikigai which some of you would have heard, that you have to find out your passion, something which you are very, very interested in, and something which the world is willing to pay you for. If you can find a balance of both of these things, you will not have to work for a single day in your life. You have to follow your passion, and that's very, very important. Now Steve Jobs used to say this: the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Once you start following your passion, that is what you love. And if you can see, my love is speaking. If I can get paid for speaking, that there can be nothing like that, right? I can just be enjoying my entire life, and I can be minting money at the same time. Both of these things will be possible. And if you look at all these people who have achieved great success in their life, who are the top 1%, they are enjoying their particular life. They're enjoying what they're doing. They're very, very passionate about what they're doing. So if you haven't found it, you keep looking for it, but don't settle. And that is, you have to find out your passion. The second thing that these people do is they are masters at following what is very, very important. They are masters at they're masters at delegating something which they are not good at. So they focus on what is very, very they're experts at. They're geniuses at something. They will do only that. If they're not a genius at something, they will delegate that. So your time is limited. You've got only 24 hours. You cannot be wasting and doing second level job of some other person, which can easily be delegated or outsourced. So if you look at the great companies of the world, if you look at the great individuals of the world, they are focusing their time, they're prioritizing their time into something which is very, very important, and they are experts at that. So you have to find out what is your expertise, and rest whatever is possible, try to delegate it to the junior people, or try to outsource it to some particular company. That is what is very, very important in terms of if you want to become the top 1% of the world. Now the third thing what is important is self marketing and promotion. Now most of the people do not understand this. The ultimate thing which you have to have as individuals, as billionaires, as millionaires, is the art of selling and marketing. If you cannot market your product, if you cannot market yourself, if you cannot market your individual business, it's impossible that you will be able to achieve the levels which they have achieved, right? So the top 1% are unabashed about it. They are not very ashamed about promoting themselves, self promoting themselves. Though they will go on forums, they will meet new people, they will network with new people, and they will try to speak more about their products and what benefits it can bring about in the world. And that is, they do on a regular basis. They're not ashamed about it. That's very, very important. So if you want to become the top 1%, you have to learn marketing and sales, and not just about yourself, about your products, about your business, about your entire journey, about your entire product, what that is, about how your service can change the world. You have to be ready at any given point of time to speak on these particular topics, and that will require marketing and sales knowledge. You have to have a lot of that inside of you. The fourth thing that they have is they're masters of communication. They're masters at the gift of gab. They have the way of speaking which convinces others. They are masters of persuasion. They are masters of sales. They are masters of convincing people. if they are on the stage. If you look at Steve Jobs, if you look at Bill Gates, if you look at Jack Ma, if you look at all these great people, if you look at Elon Musk, when they are on stage, they occupy, they have a charismatic presence. People, they know the word charisma stands for something which is a gift from God, right? They have got the gift of speaking. They've got the gift of attracting the attention of people. If you subtract Steve Jobs from Apple, Apple would be nothing. Why? Because the way in which he communicated, the way in which he built the brand. If Tim Cook has not been seeing a lot of success after Steve Jobs. Why is that happening? Because Steve Jobs was Steve Jobs. He communicated in a particular way which connected with the audiences, with the masses, and he built the brand. So communication is one thing you have to learn. At MMDC also, at the 4% Club also, we have been harping this again and again and again, that communication is one thing you have to learn, you have to master, and you have to keep on perfecting. You'll never reach 100%. I have not reached 100%. You will not reach 100%. You have to keep on moving from that 95% to 96% to 97%, and you have to keep on improving and upgrading yourself. But you have to have the master of that communication skills. If you're not a communication master, you will not be able to become the top 1% of the world. The fifth thing that they do is they are lifelong learners. Lifelong learners, they keep on learning on a regular basis. They have found societies, just like we have this 4% Club where we are trying to learn and share from each other. They have a lot of learning. They have mastermind, they have joined masterminds, and they are learning a lot. If you look at Bill Gates takes a 7 days to 10 days vacation every particular year. He moves ahead from his entire company. He leaves the entire operations of his company. He goes on a vacation. He takes a bag and a bunch of books, and he starts reading for 7 days, 12 days, 10 days, 1 month. He starts reading, and he does not read only on his topic of technology. He reads from different perspectives. He tries to bring in different perspectives, outside of the realm of whatever technology is, and he tries to bring everything into technology. How can other things be mixed at a given point? Beyond learning, you will be only going to a certain level in your particular domain. Beyond that, there is no more learning available possible. So what he does is he goes outside of that particular boundary and brings the knowledge into his particular into his particular company, and that is where synchronizations happen, and that is where a different level of growth is possible. Otherwise, you cannot grow beyond a certain point of level. So that is lifelong learner, the concept of a lifelong learner. If you look at Elon Musk, on the same topic of lifelong learner, what Elon Musk says, I was raised by books, and then by my parents. So first thing first, what he's telling, he has been raised by books. We generally says, I was raised by my parents, right? But this man is saying, I was raised by books. Matlab, he's read so many books. He has absorbed so many books. He has assimilated so many books that he is a different person altogether. And the world is now, accepting the fact that he is one genius, which the entire world is looking up to. So books are so important. Lifelong learning is so very important for everybody. Sixth thing, what they do is they seek mentorship. They know that they are not the smartest person in the room. It is a particular saying that if you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. So that is what these particular, the top 1% of the world, they follow, and they keep on finding mentors. So you will find that, Mark Zuckerberg went to Steve Jobs. Indra Nui went to Steve Jobs. They are mentoring each other, they are guiding each other, plus they have their own circle, which is called a mastermind. They keep on meeting on a regular basis, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, on a bi-yearly basis, on a quarterly basis. They keep on meeting with each other, and they keep on sharing the knowledge that they have from various diverse domains. So somebody's managing an IT company, somebody's managing a aircraft particular company, and they are meeting each other, and they are sharing the knowledge. And when they're sharing that knowledge, they are growing in themselves, and they're learning something new from various different perspectives, and that helps them to move to the next 1% of the room, next 1% of that particular entire world. The seventh thing that they do is they fail fast. They learn, they fail, they learn, they fail, they learn, they fail. They keep on learning, and they don't look at failures as failures. They look at failures as stepping stones. See, failures are never failures. Failures are a feedback that you have not done it in the right way. And that is why it's very very important that you keep on failing as soon as possible. There will be failures. It is not possible that you open a venture According to Sandeep Maheshwari, he said it in a very beautiful way. If you want to open a business, don't put your entire money in the first business, because your first business will be a failure. Your seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th business will be a success, because you will have to fail. That is a particular process of failing and succeeding, failing and succeeding. So if you keep on putting all your eggs in one basket, there will be a problem. So you have to fail and succeed. So failures will give you feedback, and you have to take the feedback, and then you have to move to success. Next thing, what is important is focus. They're highly focused individual. Time is not your biggest asset. This is what one of the mentors, my mentor says, Siddharth Rajshekar says, time is not your biggest particular advantage. Focus is your biggest advantage. If you can focus on one particular task and do it for 1 hour, for 2 hours time, that is your biggest asset. Because most of the people, it's a highly distracted world. People are not able to focus on one singular thing at a given point of time. If you look at the statistics, there are 8 million bits of information that your brain has to process on a regular basis. 8 million bits per second. That is the kind of information that is entering inside your brain in today's date. And that is why focus is your biggest commodity. It's not time. Time is not your biggest asset. Whoever said time is an old concept. Now it's all about focus. The next one is you have to visualize, manifest, and affirm. So whatever your goal is, these people are very, very clear on their goal, and they keep on repeating their goals to themselves on a regular basis. They visualize it. They can clearly see. Elon Musk can clearly see that he is on Mars, right? And that is why he's able to create those kind of companies. He's able to create those kind of, so when Mark Zuckerberg is creating his particular company and he's talking about Meta and all these particular things, he's absolutely clear. Their vision clear. Why is it called vision? Because they're absolutely clear on what is going to happen 10 years beyond. They have seen the picture. And when they have seen the picture in their mind, they try to bring it into reality through manifesting and affirming. So that is something which they do on a regular basis. Because this is what actually happens. There's a reticular activating system in your brain. So when you look at one picture for a regular period of time, and you keep on doing it for a regular period of time, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and you have a visual in your particular mind, what actually happens, your brain starts sending frequencies, your brain starts attracting those opportunities towards you. And these people are masters at doing it. They have been doing it for so long that they have become masters at doing that. So your brain starts actually going ahead before you and activating and attracting those particular things that you're looking for. The next thing that they do is they have written goals. Now, most of the world, there's a particular study which said, it's an old study, which said that 97% of the world, the bottom 95, 99%, they don't have written goals. 97% of the world does not have written goals, according to one study by Brian Tracy. Now, it clearly shows that people who have written goals, they're actually knowing where they're going. If you do not know where you're going, you will definitely not be able to go there. So you have to have things in writing. And there is one thing which Siddharth Rajshekar, I was watching this video yesterday, and he told that most of the people who are billionaires and millionaires, they repeat their goals on a daily basis. They write it down on a daily basis. So whatever your goal is, whatever your long-term goal is, whatever your medium-term goal is, whatever your short-term goal is, you have to write it down on a daily basis as much as is possible. When you write it down, then you attract more opportunities towards yourselves. You're attracting more things towards yourself, because you're activating your reticular activating system. You have to write things down, because then it's in a tangible particular format. Otherwise, if it's only visuals, only thoughts, then things are not going to happen properly, because it's not in a tangible format. But once you write it down, you write it written down your goals, try to do it on a regular basis. Try to do, if not on a daily basis, but do it on a 2-day basis, 3-day basis, weekly basis. Just do it. Try to maintain a journal where you're putting down all your goals. You have to give a command to your brain, you have to give a command to the world, and the world will start attracting all those opportunities towards you. Now, work ethic is very, very important. They are masters at work ethic. And it is particularly said that if you're willing to do more than what you're paid for, you should always be willing. This is the employee mindset, which says that you have to work only for 7 hours. I've been paid only for 7 hours. I'll work only for 7 hours. That's an employee mindset. You cannot operate with an employee mindset. If you want to achieve very big in life, you cannot be operating with an employee mindset. You have to operate with the owner mindset. You have to be willing to pay. You have to be willing to work more than what you're being paid for. Because once you start working more than what you're paid for, then you start getting more than what you're actually getting paid for. That is the best part about it. And these people, all these people, they not mind working for 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, 24 hours, 74 hours, whatever the work will demand, whatever it takes. That is their work ethic. They will be doing whatever it takes to achieve their particular goal. They will not be waiting for their breakfast. They'll not be waiting for, they'll forget everything and they'll focus on their work. That is the work ethic that they should be having. Next thing, what they have is financial literacy. 99% of the world are emotional about money. Go and check for yourself. They're emotional about money. But this 1%, they have financial literacy. They know what is what, and they know the difference between individual money and how to manage their money, how to earn money, how to ensure. Warren Buffett said that if you are not earning money while you are sleeping, then your money is not actually working for you. You have to make your money work for you. That is what Warren Buffett said. And that is very, very important for financial literacy. If you're not having financial literacy, you might be earning millions, but you will be wasting the entire money. You will be again coming back to your zero. So it's very, very important that you have the financial literacy and the financial wherewithal to manage whatever you have earned, to grow whatever you have earned, to build it into an empire. You have to have the financial literacy. And these people have the financial literacy, or they learn maximum, they learn as much as is possible on this particular topic. Next one is, if you look at all the rich individuals, if you look at all the top 1%, look at Ratan Tata, look at Bill Gates, look at all these big people. They are masters at giving back to the world. Most of the world, the poor people will be having a tight-fisted mentality. They don't want to give to the world. They don't want to give to the world, and they just want to keep everything to themselves. While on the other hand, these people are some people who are having a growing mindset. They want to grow because they know that when they give, they will be able to grow in life. That is why it's very, very important that you also start giving from today onwards. Even if it's 100 rupees, even if it's 10 rupees, try and start giving charity. Because once you give charity, then you have a command over the world that, yes, you are giving and you can grow and you can take back from the world. It's a give and take relationship between the world and you. You have to give before you can receive from the world. So first thing first, what you have to do is you have to, give to the world. And that is very, very important, which these people have understood. The top 1% has understood. The next one is the second last one is, you have to build a personal brand. You have to understand that most of the people, if you look at Steve Jobs, if you look at Mark Zuckerberg, they are personal brands in themselves. You don't recognize Facebook without Mark Zuckerberg. You don't recognize Apple without Steve Jobs. You don't recognize Tesla without Elon Musk. So you have to build a personal brand. You have to build you don't recognize Reliance without Ambani's. So that is how it is. You have to build a personal brand. You have to have some work ethics. You have to have an individuality. You need to have a particular personality. And once you have that, then your company will start seeing the growth. That's very, very important. And the last but not the least is that you take care of your health. Health is your priority. If you're not taking care of the health, there was a particular revolution which is called a 5 a.m. revolution, right? Robin Sharma, 5 a.m. revolution. Why did that happen? Because it showed that people who are billionaires, people who are millionaires, they take proper care of their health. Health, you have got only one particular body. There is only one particular vessel into which all the abundance has to follow. And that particular vessel, your particular temple, they call the body the temple. If your temple is not having the right kind of environment, the right kind of health, you will not be able to attract and retain and grow the wealth that you're earning in your life. So it's very, very important that we have a look at all these particular 15 particular principles. These are 15 habits, or call it principles, or call it laws. If you can follow these in your life, trust me, your life can change and your life can actually become much, much wealthier than what it is right now. So thank you so much. That's all from my side.